And welcome back to another episode of the Hella Cheesemay podcast. And not just any episode of the Hella Cheesemay podcast, but the a live version of the Hella Cheesemay podcast. I'm your host. My name is Dana, and we are back. Ah, I love the claps. Oh my gosh. If you're an old listener, then you know the claps used to be a thing that I used to hold on to dearly. It's always was just something that I loved. I've always loved the claps, but that's the cheesy soundboard person in me who just love those things. But I'm happy to be back. If you're new here, the Hella Cheese Made podcast is a show where we talk about culture, community, and real conversation. We might, as I mentioned, my name is Dana and I'm your host. And this is a space where we celebrate and uplift the voices and stories that don't get told enough. And we have honest conversations. We talk about a lot of things that matter and sometimes maybe the things that don't. I also love to get into a little bit of foolishness here and now and again. And in those moments, you are more than welcome to get down in that comment box and check me on it respectfully. But I'm happy that you come, you listen to the show, or in this case, you're watching the show live virtually, and you show up hella loud and hella proud with Hella Chisme. And welcome back. Today, we have a special live show. I'm very excited to be talking with two very special guests that I have, Yinka Freeman and Jordan Daniels. Yinka is the vice president for San Diego Black Pride, and Jordan Daniels is the president of San Diego Black Pride. And if you know anything about San Diego Black Pride, you know it's always live and popping every single year. I've had the honor of going 2 years in a row and have had a yang dang doodle every time that I've went. But first, just to talk about a little bit about my guest, Yinka Freeman is the founder of Triple Pocket Events and an accomplished event producer with more than 20 years of experience creating impactful events across the country. She served as vice president and producer for San Diego Black Pride and the organization behind this incredible Pride weekend that we have coming up, and is also executive producer for No Other Festival, Beyond that, Yinka is the vice president of the San Diego Equality Business Association and co chair and director of events for Proud Point Network. In 2024, she was recognized as one of Events Eventech's 100 most influential people in the US events industry. When she's not producing unforgettable experiences, you'll likely find her traveling or enjoying the outdoors. And joining her, as I mentioned, is Jordan Daniels, a queer Black Jewish creative who has called San Diego home since 2012. And also, I just learned he from the Bay too. We we see each other. Jordan serves as the president of San Diego Black Pride, leading efforts to support the county's Black, queer, and trans community through meaningful programming and digital storytelling. Through his career, he's helped build some of Southern California's first LGBTQ plus programs at colleges and universities and has been recognized with the Spirit of Stonewall Award from San Diego Pride and the Hillcrest Honors Fabulous Communicator Award. From the North County to LGBTQ plus Center. He also is the co-host of BFF, which is the Black Fat and Femme podcast, where he shares conversations with some of the country's most influential Black, queer, and trans change makers. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they, thems, please welcome my wonderful guests, Jordan and Yinka. Welcome, welcome to the Hella Cheese Made podcast.
I love that.
Love the clap
OMG.
sounds. Thank you. I was like, "Ooh, this is nice."
You
I love a little
know,
live backing moment. Yes,
a little production,
achievement value. I'm here for it.
Thank you. I appreciate that because, I be feeling real corny with my clapping sounds, but I love it so much. Welcome, y'all, to the show. And thank you for taking the time out to come and chat with me about San Diego Black Pride. How are y'all doing and what is going on? What's the tea? Tell me.
We're doing great, actually. We're doing great. Listen, we are about to start the weekend. We have less
Yeah.
than 24 hours
Yes.
for the weekend to start, for Black Pride to start. So we're doing great. We're very sleepy.
Good.
I don't know if you can see our eyes, but we're extremely, extremely excited for the weekend.
Love it. Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
we're mad thrilled. It's gonna be a really great time. We put in countless hours of work, and I really want to give a moment to give it to Yinka for doing so much good stuff. Like Yinka is
Mhm.
really amazing. Yeah, last night we were meeting till 10:30 p.m. last night in our office, and I played her the Michelle Obama video where she was like, "Girl, look at you. You have done it again, raising the bar for us all and doing it flawlessly." And I said, "Girl, this is for you for real. Like, it's really for you." So, yeah.
Thank you, Jordan.
I love it. I love it. So I guess to kick things off, I love to get a little bit of an origin story. And I'll start with Yinka. Just because I feel like I would love to hear about like the your background when it comes to event planning and doing such huge events. Tell us a little bit about where you started and how you got to San Diego Black Pride.
Absolutely. So I've always been in the event industry. It is something that I've always been a passion and I've always loved it. And I decided to take my passion and make it into a reality and into a business. So
Mm-hmm.
I've owned Triple Pocket now going on 8 years. Is that
Yeah.
right? 7 years, 7 years now. I actually started it right before COVID because I didn't know it was going to be COVID. So I started it right before COVID, and I just kept on plugging through. And about 2 years ago, I made the conscious decision that I really wanted to serve my community in the best way that I know how. And
Mm-hmm.
so I flipped the company around so that we mainly focus on queer events or queer spaces or creating queer spaces. And so I work with a lot of different organizations throughout the year, their conferences, their fundraising galas, their large receptions, all with very mission oriented events, is what I do. And that's what led me to San Diego Black Pride. My first year, I volunteered just so I could use all of my knowledge and resources to help produce the event. And then this is now my third year on the board and being the main event producer for the weekend. And I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. And in joining and being on the board, what does that look like for you every day when it comes to trying to put together such a massive event?
Man, it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of
Mhm.
after hours because anyone who owns a business knows how that's already a 24-hour job that you
Mhm.
have, and
Mhm.
so adding on to volunteer
Mhm.
is can be very taxing, but
Mhm.
honestly, at the end on Sunday when I can barely open my eyes and I can barely
Mhm.
stand, but when I'm seeing just the joy in
Mhm.
people, the love, seeing everyone having such a good time, it makes it all like the entire year just vanishes for me. Like I don't even care. I
Yeah.
am just so happy to see
Yeah.
our community in spaces, just having a good time in a safe container.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And moving to you, Jordan, tell us a little bit about how you got to San Diego Black Pride. Some of your origin story.
Yeah. So, okay, so many things I'm thinking about with this. So, as you named earlier, I also grew up in the Bay, so I love that we're two Bay Area baddies in here. And I grew up in East Bay, which is like to me like home of the culture, home of the hyphy movement, which really influences me as a person. I feel
Yeah.
like my persona is very Bay. Like the
Mhm.
way I act with my friends, with my family when I'm back in the Bay, is like is
Mhm.
like par- is like it's very Bay influence inspired. And I grew up in such a ethnically diverse area. So when I moved to San
Mhm.
Diego, it was so different. Like I never knew that white folks were the majority of a community. So I moved here. I had my first group of white friends. I was like, oh, this is so different for me. Like this is so interesting and so different. Because I grew up around like so many folks of color, especially black folks, especially my dad's side of my family. And I went to school, university in Long Beach, which is a great city. And I moved back to San Diego after my dad passed away. And when he passed away, like my dad was a black parent, and I felt I feel like when you're a mixed child and you I'm very light skinned, so I feel like I had
Mhm.
a different experience of what my blackness was and how I experienced my blackness and how I express it with folks and how I express it with myself. And so when my dad passed away, I felt like a piece of my blackness was like missing. Like I was like, how do
Mhm.
I reclaim this for myself, especially knowing that I'm living in a place that's not like really non-black. Like how do I
Mhm.
get to express my what's important to me, like my values, my politic of black freedom work, like how to be this person when this piece of me is no longer here, and how do I get to find this? And so
Mhm.
I was looking for Black queer experiences. At this point, I was living in Oceanside, so the most northern part of the county. And at that point, there was an organization called the Black LGBTQ Plus Coalition, which was a
Mhm.
fiscally sponsored project of another organization, and they had like a BIPOC queer mixer, excuse me, and the coalition was part of that. And so I went to the event. This was probably summer 2019,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Oh, this is what I've been looking for."
Mhm.
The challenge was I'm driving an hour to do it, right? Because I'm in Oceanside, and I'm inland. If y'all know Oceanside, I'm off the 76, and I'm off 76 in College, which is like
Mhm.
6 miles deep east of Oceanside. So I am like rolling an hour to the city, and like to me it's worth it. Like I went every month to the meetings. They had general
Mhm.
meetings, and then in a few months they're like, hey, you've been to a few meetings, you have a lot of great ideas, what would you about being our communications officer? So I joined as a communications chair officially, on the board, and I've been with Black Pride ever since. So we were the Black LGBTQ plus coalition. I think the organization started around 2016, 2017. We're the
Mhm.
coalition up until 2024 when we rebranded as San Diego Pride. We became a 501(c)(3) nonprofit in 2020,
Mhm.
and that which so we then separated from our official sponsor, became our own organization that we can receive donations, so we can have
Mhm.
a bit more agency in the work that we do. And I became
Mhm.
vice president in 2024, and then
Mhm.
became president in 2025.
Yes, yes. And we are happy that you are here, both of you. I think this is fantastic. You mentioned something about moving from the Bay Area and essentially having a little bit of a culture shock of
Yes.
not having as many people of color and Black people around. Because the same thing happened to me. I was like, where are we
Where are we
at?
at? Girl,
Where are
crazy
we
out here.
at? And I moved when I moved to San Diego. I moved down here. I live in Spring Valley, and this is where I've been since I moved here. And so I would
Mm,
have to, drive into North Park, hanging with my friend. One of the main things when I moved here was like, my first friend needs to be a Black friend, and thank God I met two.
mm,
I'm still, we still friends till this day.
mm,
And but the importance of trying to find your community in a new space, especially already you're a minority because you're coming into a space where its majority is white, and then on
yeah.
top of that you are of the queer LGBTQ community, and so now you're even more trying to find your people within those spaces. When we're talking about Black Pride, how important is it that Black Pride exists or is an organization that exists in San Diego where we know that majority is white presenting?
Oh, that's a really good question. Nika, do you mind if I take it first and
You can.
then okay, okay. So I mean, one, I believe the data shows that Black folks make up roughly like 4% of the population of San Diego. We have roughly
Hmm.
over a million people. So if my math is right, I think that's what 40,000 folks,
Hmm.
at least, in the county are Black folks. So then I think 10% of the county are LGBTQ identifying, but there's actually no data about Black LGBTQ folks at all.
Hmm.
And so I think one thing that's significant about us is that we kind of get to live the data out in real life. Like we aren't just actually like imagining numbers, we're seeing numbers actually be representative of who we are as people. Like we have over 1,000 people that come
Hmm.
to Black Pride, and majority of them, I think, last year was over 60% of folks were Black LGBTQ folks. Um,
Hmm.
I can't say that I don't know if they're all from San Diego or not, or from the region, or from LA, right? And people do come. People do come from like across the state, if not the country, if not the world, darling, to come to
Hmm.
come to San Diego Black Pride. But I think one that's significant is that we are getting to like live out data ourselves and like and put like make data actual real life for people. I
Hmm.
also think like I think and I'm curious how if you had this experience like growing up, there was so much blackness around me, but not a lot of queerness around me. And so
Hmm.
I think I didn't have like it was like one piece of my identity could be there, but the other piece could not. And when I moved to San Diego, I had more queerness but less blackness. And so I'm like,
Hmm.
this is the space. We are the space and the facilitator for people to no longer have separation, but to have to have all of themselves at the door with them and all of
Hmm.
themselves at the table with us to celebrate who we are in our most like black, queer, and trans joy.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just to ping off that, queer and trans joy in community, right?
Hmm.
Um, there's 40,000 of us. We should all be in community together all the time, whether we're queer or
Mhm.
not queer, you know?
Mhm.
And for me, I really truly believe in taking up space, especially
Mhm.
spaces where we're not supposed to be in.
Hmm.
And San Diego Black Pride in the weekend allows us to take up space, but it also allows us to take up space in a beautiful way where we get to invite the outside community that is not Black to
Hmm.
come in and experience our culture truly with us. Like we get to show
Mm.
them. They don't get to go somewhere else and go see it. They don't get to watch a show. They get to come and see us live our culture in real time. And I think that
Hmm.
is so 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 important, especially in a community that we are the minority. We're
Hmm.
not Atlanta,
Hmm.
unfortunately, but but we can still show up and we can still show the larger San Diego community what Black queer culture is.
Yeah.
Mm.
I so even when being in the Bay Area and then coming to San Diego, my I was, I guess I could say, access to how many, just the community and everything with San Francisco obviously being just right across the street from me. It just took time, and the older I got, the more I was able to be around the community. But I only had, I have my cousins, I have my brother, I have my some friends that were other queer and gay black folks among the in the community, but it wasn't as consistent, right? And then I moved here to San Diego, and then yes, like you said, I mean, it's like a rainbow exploded here in San Diego in Crowcrest, and then everybody's hanging out. But I think I learned a lot more of um, building that community while being here, and also the meaning of chosen family when moving here, because
Mhm.
obviously I'm 400 and something miles away from the Bay. I can't go home all the time. So now I have my husband here and the people that I've met while being here, and I had a whole episode about community care and chosen family, etc. My
Mm.
point is, my what I've found important about being here and building the community is it is important of choosing who you want to build that community with and who you want to make those connections with
Yes.
while being in a space.
Absolutely.
Can I say, like, how many organizations or institutions have we seen in the community or in the world make programming centered on like Black folks or BIPOC folks, but never with the community itself? And we've seen those programs like really not go well, right? And so I think, like,
Hmm.
to the point of also why it's significant, like, we're demonstrating that, like, this for us by us model means like we are able to tap into our community in ways that other organizations institutions cannot.
Yep.
But not just that, like, it lets our organizations know, one, that our community is here, and if they want to work with us or our talent or our producers or our vendors, right? Like, they can come here and say, oh, there are 30 plus Black, queer, and trans ran businesses, or there is a Black, queer, and trans food vendor, there is a Black, queer, and trans candle maker, there's a Black, queer, and trans singer, performer, poet, right? They can come and see that. So when they build, right? So when these institutions try to build more spaces for us, but not with us, they now can build it
Hmm.
with us because they see the folks that are here, and we can help steward that with them, right? Or they can work with us to
Hmm.
help build that. Like, I think it's
Hmm.
significant because it's giving. It's like when we invite the broader community in. It's not just
Hmm.
them seeing us; it's them understanding like what we all do and how and brilliant we all are and how amazing we all are, how dope we all are, and can
Hmm.
build like new things for our future, for a strong future that actually centers our community in strong ways.
Hmm. I agree. I mean, you bring up a great point, especially when it comes to small business owners. I think back to one day I was outside of Riches, and if you know, there's always the there's always the hot dog vendors outside, and one
Mhm.
guy in particular, I asked him, I was like, "Have you ever thought about just doing your own restaurant? I see you out here all the time." He's like, "I have. I've thought about it, but it's hard to find and get somebody to buy into wanting to invest in that." And I was like, I get you. And he's like, I've been doing this. I've been in serving. I've been in service. He said I think he said like 13 plus years. But he's like, but I'm here every night feeding my community. And I was like, and see, and then that is what's important, because it's not. It's all about
Mhm.
making sure that we're pouring back into the people who are continuing to pour
Mm.
into us,
Yeah.
which is, one of the things which is why I've been doing the work to try and dig in as much as I can into the San Diego community,
Mm.
especially us
Okay.
folks. um, in lieu of that, what does it mean to you both to be personally Black and proud and out loud in this moment in time?
Ooh, I will take this one first. um, so my queer journey is, so I am African. I was born and raised in Sierra Leone. I lived in Kenya. I went to high school in Kenya. I lived in Ethiopia. So I am, you poke me, Africa comes out. I'm African. Um, I did not experience my queer journey growing up in the continent. So I experienced my queer journey here in America, and I also started experiencing a lot of my blackness, because when you're from Africa, everyone looks the same. We're all black.
Mhm.
So I fully stepped into my blackness in America, because I personally feel like America kind of makes you step into
Mhm.
it. How deep you
Mhm.
want to go is on you, but it
Mhm.
makes you step into the blackness. And so I was stepping into my blackness and my queerness at the same time. And for in the beginning, it was something that I was hiding, especially in my workspace. My friends all knew, but I was trying to just be really silent.
Mhm.
And COVID changed something in me. I think COVID changed something in a lot of people, but COVID changed something in me. And I think what it allowed me to do is understand really truly what it actually means to be Black in America. In my head, I was always African in America. During COVID, I fully realized that nobody actually cares. You're Black
Mhm.
in America.
Mhm.
And I made the conscious decision to lean into that, because that
Mhm.
is my identity, and I love being Black and I love being queer. And so I just kind of forced myself a little bit to lean into it. But once I got to a point where I was very, very comfortable in my skin, it was over. It was over for me. That's when I decided to flip the company. That's when I decided to really focus in my community, because I fully understood that being Black and being queer is actually a superpower. And a
Mhm.
lot of people don't talk about it as a superpower, because we would be taking over the world right now. So once I fully understood that, it was over. It was over. It
Mhm.
was over for everybody. And now and now that is how I leave. Every time I leave my house, I am like, I am Black and I am queer and I am a woman and I'm still African. But those are always like my things in my head. And that's how I leave my house. And it allows me to leave my house with so much confidence. So much confidence.
I love
Mm.
it. I love it.
I'm like I love I love being black. I love being black.
Mhm.
It's like it's something, and I think like I said before, I've had to go through a lot of like self reflection about what it is to be black for myself, especially being so light skinned, and what how do I move in the world with that? How do I feel black enough in some days, feel like more than black enough in other days? How do I traverse the world as someone who essentially often lives in both spaces, right? Especially my growing up is so different than my adulthood, because in my growing up, I grew up in this diverse place where everyone looked different. So like no one was really different because we all looked different anyways, which I think was such a gift. But then also like my hair was cut short, right? Like I didn't have my curls
Mhm.
out. I didn't have a beard. I probably presented like much more like a white kid than I did. Than I do now. And I think I struggle with that today. Like there are days where I'm like, do people see me as white? People see me as black? I mean, I think with my hair, people are like, we definitely see you as definitely something as something. They're always like, you're definitely something. When people see me, I'm always like, well, can you name what that something is? But I think like my blackness is a part of who I am as a person. My blackness is part of like who I am culturally. Like if you see me with my siblings, like we're a key we are we are doing some shit. We probably oh no, no we're doing some stuff. Let me say some stuff. Excuse me.
You can
We're
say
doing some
shit.
stuff. Okay, okay. I'm like ooh, I'm like, can I say it
I've
on
said
live?
much worse.
I was like, can I say it on live? I was like, listen, on my
Oh,
show, I'm gonna say whatever I want, but I'm not gonna say shit on this.
it's
Okay,
fine.
so
Yeah, no,
period.
yeah, you
So
good.
like I like me and my siblings do a lot of wild shit together. Like we just like live our blackest selves, and I think I love being queer. Like
Mhm.
being queer is honestly one of the things that saved me in life. Like even though it's been it's it was coming out was not easy and it was really challenging for me. I think being
Mhm.
queer taught me so much about being resourceful. tell me so much about activating who chosen family is. I think being black does that too, right? Like I have so many play cousins, like so many
Mhm.
play cousins, right? Like being black teaches you about how to build community without people being blood. I think queerness does that too. I think like so much of who I am it like is influenced by both of them. I was telling my friends when we had like a New Year's party, like a New Year's gathering, like where we're doing vision boarding. I was saying like this year, I was like this year, like I want to be more pro black than ever. And everyone was like more pro black, bitch. How much more black can you get? Like and I was like, oh my god, do y'all like really think I'm like hello pro black? They're like. Bitch, if they're like yeah, they're like if you go any more pro black, like you might step into hotep territory. And I was like, whoa, let's calm down. Let's not say that. That's not that's not what I'm trying to accomplish in these streets. Please don't ever say that to me. Like not that territory. I
Not the
think like
Still I
for
Rise tattoo on your back.
listen, we speak my Angelo's name and her bro over here in this. Okay, we always rise together. And so I feel like to me, like yeah, like I think I choose to live it. I think one because I think it's my duty to, it's my obligation to.
Yes.
Like I think
Yeah,
as
yeah.
someone who often traverses both worlds, and I choose to not code switch a lot, but I know I can, and like it's my
Mhm.
duty to make sure that like, especially like the folks in my life who are darker skinned than me, the folks that I work with who are darker skinned than me, that they can get in the door and that they can be not like at the table, not like welcome to the table, like they can build a new table together. Like I hate
Mhm.
the phrasing of like come to the table. Like no, I don't want to be that table is nasty anyways. I want to build a whole different
Mhm.
table where we can all
Mhm.
actually get some shit done together. And so it's my
Mhm.
obligation and my duty as a person, which is also like very Jewish for me too. Like there's a big like I'm very influenced by a lot of Jewish thought and wisdom. There's a saying in Judaism that's like one of our like laws of ethics, and it's um you are not obligated to finish the work, but you're not free to desist from the work. And so
Mhm.
to me, like it is like I see as I'm not free to desist from the work that like uplifts everyone around me. And so I think it's important for me to live out and loud and black and proud because like I want to make sure that all black folks in my life feel free, that all black folks everywhere actually feel free and like feel free socially, economically, politically, like in every single way.
Mhm.
And then also because like the world profits off of black culture so many ways and
Absolutely.
does nothing to support it. Like I
Absolutely.
but the world thrives and exploits and profits off of black culture and doesn't give it its flowers. So I want to do everything I
Absolutely.
can. So like I choose to exist as blackly and proudly as I can because I want the world to recognize like blackness gives y'all everything.
Absolutely.
Give us our flowers back. Give it to all the girls, to all the dolls who have fought for our rights every day
Mhm.
for decades and have got paid debts. Pay them in some real stuff.
Yeah.
Let me calm
Restitution.
down. Sorry. I'm bobbing out for
Couple
no
of
reason.
couple of dollars.
Okay. Like,
Um,
can that bitch have a dollar, please? Like, damn.
please. Why do I keep having to ask?
Like, why am I out here beatboxing on a trash can? Girl, help a girl
Uh-huh.
out. Damn.
Yeah. Um, when we're with both of how long you both have been working with San Diego Black Pride, I know you said a little bit earlier the joy that comes when you get to see that everybody in the space, you get to see the joy even after doing all the execution of everything. But what are some defining moments for both of you that has just been like, I'm gonna keep doing this. We have to keep doing this. I have to keep going and I have to show up again next year.
So actually recently I was on my Instagram account and
Mhm,
I saw a picture and the picture was of me. I believe it was maybe 2 years ago at Gossip
mhm,
for the mini ball, which is tomorrow
mhm,
night, not at Gossip though. But for
mhm,
the ball that we had. And it was one of the photographers that just caught me like completely unscripted. I had my phone like literally in my hand, texting or something, but I had this huge smile on my face. And I remember when I
mhm,
saw that photo, I was just like, this is why.
mhm, mhm,
The fact that I can use all of my skills, all of my resources, all of my knowledge to give back to my community in this way, to create
mhm,
a space where they feel so welcome to be who they are. Um, those are the defining moments for me.
Mhm.
This year there's going to be so many actually because
Mhm.
of how intentional we've gone through the weekend. Um, but it's really seeing that. I love when I pull up to anywhere in Hillcrest over Black Pride weekend and they're just black people for days all over the place. I live in Hillcrest, so it's my
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like it's so enjoyable. It gives me so much joy to just see that. Also love the outfits
Mhm.
because y'all we come correct all the time.
Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Period.
Yeah, yeah.
Period.
Yes, yes.
I think I love this question. I was laughing because like I feel like around every time this year when we get like a few weeks away from the festival, I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? I need to stop. I'm going home. Like that's how I feel because it's like this is like we're a volunteer organization. Okay, we are a tiny mighty group of 6 to 8 people typically.
Mhm.
We're doing this is a labor of love, right? We are working we're working with a very modest budget. Like we are a small organization
Mhm.
with unpaid staff, and we are putting in full-time hours as volunteers while we all have individual jobs, right? Like our team, like our folks work in work in corporate, our folks work in like in
Mhm.
pride systems, our work folks work in nonprofit. We all are busy people. And so like every year I'm like, oh my god, this is too much. And then like the second, but it's like it's always worth it because the second it happens and people are excited to be there, you know it's gonna be
Mhm.
good. I think a
Mhm.
defining moment I think about is last year during our backroom rewind. We took over like a really popular bar in Hillcrest that like everyone loves, but no one really goes to dance. And
Mm.
we made like a dance space. And I remember someone coming up to me, coming up, like grab my hands. And at first I was like, girl, like I have to go
Why are you
somewhere.
touching me?
And I was like, what's up? Like, also because like as a producer, you know when people grab you because they want to say they love you
Yeah.
or they want to throw something at you. You're like, what's happening here? So you got my hands, shook my hands, and she was like, I know. She's like, I know who you are. You know who I am, and I have to tell you, like, I am so thankful that y'all did this for this night because I love this place and I come here all the time with my friends, but like I don't get to experience my blackness in this place. And this is
Mhm.
so special that y'all did this, and especially y'all like that y'all gave it like this vibe, like this. I felt seen here tonight more than I ever have, and we need more of this. I think about
Mhm.
that person a lot because, especially for that bar, like I go to that bar a lot too, and I'm always like, we could activate this to be a great dance spot. And so it was amazing also to see Yinka take that vision and make that reality. Yinka
Mhm.
is a dream maker, right? Yinka makes dreams come true. And so I think that's special. I think this weekend we're going to see a lot of moments of like, we're so happy to do this because it's the first time we also are going outside of Hillcrest for our events. Like every
Mhm.
year we've
Mhm.
done Hillcrest, and last year we got feedback of like, this is always fun. We love it, but like we want to experience ourselves outside of Hillcrest too. So every event that we're having is in a different location around the city.
Mhm.
So we're going to also like expose the city to us in a bigger and broader way. So I think I'm
Mhm.
excited to see how people like rock with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, like every year there's always somebody who just is like, I love this. There's always people who like just have so much fun. I think there's an inn in Hillcrest. I think it's called Uptown Inn. It's right next to Better Buzz. And last year, like I have friends that were staying there. I walked in and like 20 people I saw were all black. And I was like, hey, are y'all for Black Pride? Like they're not knowing
Mhm.
they're not knowing who we are. And they're like, oh my god, yeah, we're so excited for it. Like, you know where it's at? And I was like, actually, like follow me now, and I'll show you where it's at right now. And I was like, this is so dope. Like like at that point, I was living in Hillcrest as well too. So I was like, and I live right off the strip of all the bars. And I was like, this is so dope. Like I get to escort 20 black folks to our Black Ass event. That's really amazing. Like you cannot make this anywhere else.
I love that. I love that. I mean, so I love to ask people who plan and produce events because that's my life. And so I think I told y'all when we had our little intro meeting that I'm a program planner. So it takes a lot of planning, organizing programs, but then the part that is the biggest part is the events. You know,
Mhm.
That's where I've thrived. I do love doing it, but people get on your nerves, child. You know. So that's why I also said I feel for you at the same time because as much as yes, you get the pleasure of seeing people enjoy themselves, you get the pleasure of seeing people come into a space that you've created and they make the space what it becomes. But also, I know that it takes so much patience. It takes so much finite detailing and getting an understanding of all of the things, which is also a very bold direction to then expand from one contained space to the greater parts of San Diego.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that y'all are showing people what San Diego has to offer other than just Hillcrest, even though, yes, we love Hillcrest, it's fun.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
also, there's so much more out there other than just that space that we can celebrate our queerness, our blackness,
Yeah.
and expand it outside of that area.
Yeah.
Um, all right, let's get into some fun things. So let's talk about the weekend schedule. What's on the agenda? What can the people expect? Give us the juicy tea, please.
You want to take it or you want me to take it?
I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay,
Okay.
so today's Thursday, July 9th. Tomorrow's Friday, July 10th. We kick off our weekend with the Legacy Ball. We do a ball every year. It's one of our signature events. Everyone loves it. Everyone lives. If you have seen Pose, Legendary Princess Bernie, if you love a little stuff, like it is such an experience. Like we have houses from all over the state that come out. We've had quite a few like really big names in ballroom come to our events as well too. If you come to walk to see folks walk categories like runway, Vogue, realness, executive, like Butch Queen, like it's really amazing to be able to do Vogue battles, battle down, like it's really amazing stuff. And so Friday's gonna be our legacy ball at the Chapel in Liberty Station, which is a refurbished church, which is really exciting because church, right, like through a black lens, has always been like a celebratory, very camp, very big. But for queer folks, church has often been a place of harm. And so we get to reclaim this
Mm.
space to be a space of divinity for us as Black queer and trans folks, and like turn it out in a chapel. It sounds amazing. We also
Mhm.
have our friends from We Be Grubbin providing food, or they'll be vending food there. They're doing a mac and cheese
Mhm.
bar. You can build the bowl yourself with some proteins and stuff too. It's gonna be delicious time there. We
Mhm.
have amazing drinks for people to come and enjoy themselves as well too. The VIP section will be on there's like a usher section that has some pews. Well, it will give the church experience, yes
Yeah.
God, but it will be overseeing a whole ball, which is going to be so fantastic. So that's Friday night, from 8
Yeah.
p.m. to midnight. Saturday morning, we are joining San Diego Pride on their Dyke March, which is going to be
Mhm.
walking from Moe's to the streets of Hillcrest down to Gossip Grill. This is a free event for anybody, people, everyone's welcome to join. It's just they're bringing the Dyke March back. We want to support them in that. Then Saturday afternoon, this is our sold out. This is the sold out event. The full infamous yacht party from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Our community will be
Mhm.
gathering on the harbor in Shelter Island. They'll be doing a 3-hour yacht cruise around San Diego Bay, catching some good sunsets, some good vibes. There are 5 DJs, 2 levels. A lot, people are going to be shaking it up, having a lot of fun. That's going to be so amazing. And then after
Mhm.
the yacht party on Saturday night, Riches is doing our official Black Pride after party on Saturday night, and so our if you have a Black Pride ticket, you get half off cover/admission, and it's featuring one of the queens from RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, Kenny Davenport, who's also been a
Mhm.
4-time Drag Race contestant, and then
Mhm.
we're having like all Black DJs, all Black dance crew as well too.
Dancers.
We're gonna have like house, Vogue house, Cunty house, in the main room, obviously hip hop in the front room. It's gonna be a really good time. And then Sunday is our Sunday service, all day festival, the
Mhm.
Sub Factory in Logan Heights, and that is gonna be like our main day festival. We have 30 vendors are coming out, crafts people, artists, candle makers. Get your waist beads, get your lotions. We have 2 performance areas. We have a slate. Wholesale performers, singers, artists, dancers. We have a headliner from Atlanta, Noel Nix, who's going to be amazing. We have
Mhm.
several DJs. We have a drag show. We have a comedy show. Yinka again has curated such an amazing experience for our community for the whole day. We everything flows perfectly as well too. We have an artist lounge hosted by our partners at Fierce and Kind. We have a tea lounge, which is a space that is going to be centering trans, femme, and non-binary folks as well too. It's really cool. If everyone's been to Soap Factory, it's a really dope space, a big space for us to play with. So we get to play with some like really cool stuff there. Yinka, did I miss anything? You want to add anything on?
No, you did really really well. I
I made
just
you
want to
proud, girl. Yeah.
highlight. You did good job, good job. I want to highlight the vendors because we have some really awesome vendors this year, and they are all Black and all queer. We are even introducing kink into our space this
Ooh,
year on Sunday. Yes, so we
ooh,
have Unruly Social Club that's coming. San Diego Black Booth Leather is coming.
okay.
And so, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to build, our community. We don't want to hide what our community is. And so it's just really exciting to get to see all the different vendors that applied and are going to be there as well. We even have a financial workshop, just a very basic, nothing too crazy, but that's lacking in our community, that kind of education. And just because we're out there on Sunday and we're going to be shaking ass doesn't mean we can't get a little bit of education at the same time. Shake
And
ass
that's fine, because I'm a
and then
shake
do two
ass while
plus
I'm
two
getting
for your
educated.
tips.
We love the duality of our community.
Yes,
We can do both.
we
Yes.
can do both.
Yes. No, that's
Who do you
right.
have doing the financial workshop, if you don't mind me
It
asking?
is World System Builder. Janelle Brown is
Mhm,
her name. So she's going
mhm,
to be
mhm.
there with her partner doing the workshop for us.
Nice.
And then so on Sunday as well, Stunt is happening at Riches. And so
Mhm.
if you have a ticket from the weekend and you going to go to Riches on Sunday, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's free entrance. So it's
Yes,
free
ma'am.
entrance for everyone. And that is the weekend.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. It is gonna be fun. I
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. And I forgot to tell folks, Dana, you'll be there as well, too, doing a social media takeover for us on
Yes,
Sunday.
you
I
So wait,
will.
let's not really leave here, baby. You'll be there too with us. Okay. I was like, hold
yes, on
up.
Sunday,
Pop your
yes,
shit
I
with
will
us
be
too.
there. I will be
Yes.
doing a social media takeover on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my tripod and my little light. We gonna have some things going on, my little green microphones. We're gonna be talking about some
Yes.
things. I'm excited. This will be the first time I've done like a social media takeover, so I'm excited. I'm also just excited to get out there with the folks, meet some folks, and talk to the people, and so they can get to know the Hella Cheese Made podcast and what we got going on over here.
I
So
know
I'm
that's
very
right.
excited
Yes.
about that. Um, Beyond the community coming, showing up, and attending, how else can the community support San Diego Black Pride?
I mean, I'm going to say it out loud. You got to donate to us, friends. Like
Mhm,
Jordan said, we are all volunteer led, which means sometimes we volunteer more than just our hours.
mhm,
That's all I'm going to say.
mhm,
Facts.
But
Facts.
we do
Facts.
it because we care about the community, and we want the events to showcase our community. We want to be in community. And so the easiest thing that you can do is to support us throughout the year. We will be having more events throughout the year, more fundraising events throughout the year. Show up. On
mhm,
our website, on our Instagram, there is a button that says donate. Hit that button,
yes,
put in
mhm,
your credit card, and hit
mhm,
submit. But that's really it. We're very, very small. And we as an org know we we are Black and we are queer.
mhm,
It takes a lot for us to get money and to get funding and to get
mhm.
sponsorships. So every single donation really truly helps, and it really does go back into the community. So that's one of the best ways, is just that support throughout the year is needed.
Mhm.
I'll say I believe it's, if I'm correct, Candid, which is like one of the leading like nonprofit philanthropy like resources. But they have a report that said 60% of Black-led organizations are less likely to receive funding in comparison to white-led organizations, right? LGBTQ-led organizations, I believe, are even less than that. We're both, and so we have an even less chance of getting like substantial and sustainable funding for our organization, either whether it's from institutions and foundations or from private donors, you know. But we've been really thankful. Like we rely a lot on community based funding, right? We
Mhm.
People who
Mhm.
give $10 or $15 or $5 or $20, right? Those are the folks that really like support us often. And it's amazing because we get a lot of community people doing that. And so I would say like if you have connections to large institutions, like we want that too, because we want we it's a very meaningful thing when like our community gives to us, but also like we don't want to keep like taking from them either. Like, you know, I'm not taking because
Mhm.
like we're using it to support our community as well too. But I mean a lot to have larger organizations or, you know, people who have a lot of money to give to be able to support our work, because also like we're trying to really, really amazing things. Like I was saying earlier, there's no data about Black LGBTQ folks in the county. We want to commission a study to do that, and that takes a lot of money to do so.
Right.
You know, we want to ultimately hire people
Right.
to be like paid staff for Black Pride,
Mhm.
right? Like we want to keep Black and queer and trans folks employed, and so like that requires a lot of capital and capacity to do. So we need folks who can support us in that way, who can connect us to potential grants, potential funders, potential donors, and we also do need folks like who give the $10 a month to keep doing that as well too, because that makes us feel like that makes us sustain, that helps us sustain. I also name when we say new website, we have a new website, sdblackpride.org. I know if people Google, they'll see two websites typically. sdblackpride.org is our new website, and there's a donation button on the top right corner there for our PayPal giving fund. And there's also a link in our Instagram, which is also at sdblackpride. If you cannot find it, you can also reach out to us, and we can send you our office address for checks as well too. And also like, you know, like also like capital is one of the biggest things for sure, but also like connect us with more vendors that can come to our experiences, connect us with places and spaces that can host us, right? Like we want to be in more spaces in San Diego to show our community that we're here, and show the broader community that we are here. Help us find those, help us find folks who would donate time to our community as well too, folks who would donate time to do more financial education workshops or to do self-defense courses. Historically, the organization has ran a trans emergency fund and a scholarship fund. We want to start doing that again. Help us do that too. There's a plethora of ways in which people can connect and reach out with us or support us. So if all those options are still not enough for y'all,
Mhm.
you can DM us as well too, or email us at
Mhm.
info@stblackpride.org, and we can talk more together there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we end, I want to ask one more question, and then we're gonna do a little activity. I wanted to My final question that I want to ask, which I think is important for people who still haven't really been felt seen, or who want to come into the community. So, what would you say to someone who has not felt like they felt seen yet in the Pride community, and they want to come and join into the art this space? And what would they walk away with, or what would people that are joining walk away with? What would you say to them?
I think you know, if you don't feel seen, especially if you're Black and queer, a great way is to join us this weekend. Not because it's I'm producing it, but because it is the ultimate Black queer community gathering. So that
Hmm.
is a great it is a great way for you to show up as yourself authentically, and be amongst other people that are doing the exact same thing, and you have 3 days to choose from.
Hmm.
I also, you know, we also do things throughout the year as well. We don't always do 3 days. And so we do
Hmm.
smaller workshops and events as well. So following us and seeing what we're doing and showing up. I mean, when we show up throughout the year, we really do show up, and we protect ourselves, and we keep ourselves very, very safe in a very safe space. Um,
Hmm.
so that's what I have to say. Show up. Just please show up and come out with us, and we will hold you, and show you a lot of love
Yes.
and joy.
Yes.
You know, I can say we often table at events too. We tabled recently at the Kim Folk Festival by SD Melanin, which was an amazing experience. And we had somebody there who they just like sat with us for a few hours, and they had I think they had DM'd us a few years later, and they had just moved to San Diego, and they were like, y'all don't know how much it meant to me to just be able to sit with y'all. They just moved to San Diego, they were recently out, and so they were like, I haven't found a queer community yet, and the fact that I just got to sit with y'all felt so good and so special. And I really meant a lot to read that and to hear that from them. And so I think for folks who don't feel seen, come to our experiences and spaces, not because one will hold you but will also hear you. Like if you come to our experiences and you aren't living your best life, like tell us. We take feedback seriously and for real, right? And like you can give me feedback directly. Yeah. See, I have the live video on one tab, so I can see the comments, and someone's like, "Love seeing y'all at Kimpo
Yes.
Fest." I know that's right. You
Yes,
be
yes,
like you can
yes.
come give me feedback directly. You can come give feedback. You can give feedback directly. Why should we not? Yinka should be busy all night, so come tell me directly, and I'll take the feedback. You can always DM us. Like we will hold you. We'll hear you. Right, like we don't see each other, like no one sees us the way we see each other, and so we really get to do that with y'all. So if you aren't feeling seen by the broader community, like come to the space and or reach out to us, and we will do whatever we can to make you feel seen and make you feel loved.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. And so, just to wrap things up, I put together a little segment, closing segment, which you kept talking about giving flowers. So it was almost like you was reading my outline I had. The segment is called Pass the Flowers. And in this segment, it's really just to give props to either a leader, someone you work with, the team that you all work with, give them their flowers, put them on the spot right at this moment, and just talk about the great, amazing work that they do, whether it's with the Black Pride or just with the community in general.
Ooh,
Actually, you
you
know
do
what?
you want to go first?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give Jordan. I'm gonna give Jordan his flowers. Listen, listen. I am gonna give Jordan his flowers because it. What are you? Don't cry.
I'm like,
But it's true. I know how I am. And I know how I am when I am in my production mode. I can be very short. I can be very just like I'm go, 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 go. And I just think that he does such a good job of number one, calming me down when I don't realize I'm going cray cray. But this man is always thankful. Like, I know he sees me. Ooh, ooh, I know he sees me. Because I will be up till 3 in the morning tonight. I just know I will. And it's never overlooked. There is always a thank you with him. Even when I don't think he sees me doing the things, there's always a thank you. And to me, that's so important because a lot of people see me doing the things and they're like, oh, that's Inka. She's just doing the thing. That's her every day. Um,
Mhm.
but with him, I always feel like he just sees it and he recognizes it and he acknowledges it in real time. So, and he's a great
Thank you,
person to work
Yinka.
with.
I love you, Yinka. Thank
I love
you.
you
Thank
too.
you. Me and Yinka will literally cuss each other out 1 second and then be like, we were like, how dare you? And then like, okay, so you ready to do this thing now? And we're like,
Yeah.
period, let's do it now.
And that's what
Like
I
it
mean.
like it really feels like brother sister, and it really means a lot. And so thank you for saying that. I was like, that's made me
Absolutely.
emotional. I mean, like Yinka knows I will give her flowers every day. Like there is nobody who works like she does. I've worked with that believes in the community so many ways and executes in so much like flawlessness and amazingness. I do want to shout out our whole board, like I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take up a little bit of the time to do this. So Marvin Spear, who's on our board, um, he is Marvin's one of my best friends in the world in the first place, but like he is a events like master. He helps put on the San Diego Pride festivals, like so much work that no one's seeing. Like when people go to San Diego Pride and they have a good time, it's because of the work that he's done. And like people like do
Mm.
not know the people who put that work in, but him and his team. put in this festival that brings in hundreds of thousands of people a year, and like he does that with like nothing but a smile on his face. And so I want to give a shout out to Marvin's, want to shout out to Corey Houston. If folks, everyone knows Corey, like everyone in the streets, they went to the streets, like in the industry, like who works at the bars, who like runs the establishments, they all know Corey and they all love Corey. Corey helps run our communications work. He's so brilliant, so bold. Like he's just so amazing. I want to give a shout to Cooper, who is on our board as well too. Like they always have brilliant ideas. They've been pushing me to go into AI type stuff to help with our work, which I'm always like I'm very anti AI, and I am a bit of a boomer when it comes to it. Like I don't want to touch it, but he has helped me a lot. Like understand how to use it in the best ways to like make sure your
Yes,
work is crisp and tight, and it's like
absolutely.
and Cooper always has brilliant ideas that you know to help us with it. I want to shout out to Ashley Davis, who's on our board as well too, who is an event producer in her own right, and she shows up like to every event with nothing but joy and like make sure that everyone
Hmm.
is having a good time. Shout out to Terrell Harris,
Hmm.
who's on our board, who like has a great pulse on so many events happening in San Diego. Know so many people, and always make sure that people are rocking with us. I want to shout our Burma Brenda, who is getting their PhD. They are
Oh
doing this work while
wow.
they just got their advanced degree. Now they're getting their PhD this next year. Just doing dope ass stuff. They're always traveling the world trying to get more education and educate others. Like we have so many dope people. I hope I didn't miss anybody. That's currently on here right now. Did I miss anybody else around right now? I don't think I did. If I did, y'all, and y'all see it, please come and drag me. It's totally fine. I really want to give a shout out to Amber St. James, who is hosting our ball. Amber St.
Hmm.
James is one of the premier queens I've ever met. Like runs amazing programs, is always fun, has amazing performances. Like
Hmm.
as someone who used to do drag and was a bearded queen herself as well too. Like I love seeing Amber's drag. Amber is so damn dope. Amber does such great work for the entire community. I want to shout out Strawberry Marone, who also puts on amazing work in the community. Like always run so many drag shows for people to love and enjoy. Has really brought the Kiki ball scene to San Diego. Like I can give so many people their flowers, but I really want to make
Yes.
sure that I give those folks their flowers.
Absolutely, absolutely. I will give you guys your flowers for allowing me to have this moment and to join you guys and hang out the at the event on Sunday. I'm looking forward. I've wanted to go and visit that venue in general because I want to do something there one day. But I'm also hoping next year we can all do something together. So
I know that's
yeah.
right.
Ooh.
And manifest it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But yes, I'm so thankful for the opportunity. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for everybody that has been watching this evening. We about to turn up this weekend, and I hope y'all ready. And so before we close out, please tell the people where to find the tickets, where to find y'all, where to follow, all the things.
Jordan.
Okay. Okay. So you can find us at sdblackpride.org on our website or our Instagram at sdblackpride. I think we're San Diego Black Pride on Facebook.
Mhm.
You can find links to our tickets on our website or on Instagram in our link in bio. Or you can go to
Mhm.
sickening.events slash e
Mhm.
slash San Diego Black Pride slash tickets to find tickets for the events. I probably said it wrong, so just Google Sickening Event San Diego Black Pride 2026 and you'll find it there. You can find me on my socials at Joho Daniels across all socials. You can find my podcast on there as well too. I think that's it for me. Yeah.
You can find me at at Yinka Genevieve is my Instagram and Facebook account, and then at Triple Pocket Event is my company's both Facebook and Instagram, and it's triplepocketevents.com is the website. We will have tickets on sale at the door tomorrow. There's no guarantee for VIP tickets being still available, and those get you a seat. Just saying that out loud
Mhm.
for those who are watching right
So if
now.
you want to sit and
Um,
enjoy, get the
yes,
VIP
you might want to
now
get a
while you
ticket
still
tonight.
can.
But we will have tickets on sale at the door on Friday and on Sunday as well.
Yes, yes. And lastly, let's give ourselves a nice, lovely round of applause. I would like to thank you all again for joining me this evening. It was a pleasure. And thank you, thank you.
Thank
And we'll
Thank
see
you
you.
so much for
you
having
guys.
us. Thanks, Yellow Cheese, May.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.